Okay, Brother Nashi, let me just vent because if I do not tell someone, I am going to lose my mind. I have been searching on TikTok all about Nigerians and rituals, snakes, why they are so important when it comes to the satanic kingdom. Then I came across your account and I decided to contact you. My name, you call me Zoleka, but that is not my real name. I am a 31-year-old woman. I am Xhosa speaking. I do come from the Eastern Cape. Look, growing up there, it was very difficult. Sometimes when I think about it, I even ask myself, what is the purpose of life really? Because the way that we suffered, I never thought that I'll end up being here. I thought that I was going to be someone that will have money with the way that we suffered, with the way that my mom used to pray. I can say that my mom, she was someone that was a prayerholic. She was always praying at all the times. She never rested. She would be on her fasting period and you'll never know if she was fasting only to save food or if she was trying to connect with God. My mom, she never rested, and she said that she was laying a foundation for me and my siblings so that God can bless us by the time we were all grown up. My mother, she was working as a domestic worker. It used to hurt me when I would accompany my mom to go to the place where she was working for the white people, because at the end of the year, they would want her to clean the windows, which was too much work for her. After we would have arrived, the people, they would say, let us pray first, then after that we'll start working. When I would think about the low salary that my mom was earning, it used to pain me quite a lot because it was as if they just wanted to manipulate him to become a good Christian, but they did not want to give him the money that she was supposed to be given. My mom was a hardworking woman. She never rested. She was always working at all the times. And when my mom would have returned back from work, I would always promise her that everything is going to be okay. One day I was going to get us out of poverty. I believed in all of her prayers. I really believed that I was a strong Christian growing up. And by the time when I went to university, I was that type of a girl at Nelson Mandela University who never went to parties, who never even had a boyfriend. Really, I would have one, but not that serious. Whilst other girls were out there clubbing and partying, I was always in my room and I was always studying. To this very day, I feel like vomiting if I ever see a pack of chicken flavored noodles, because that was all that I ate to save money to buy textbooks when I was still in university. I lived on those things for years and years. I even feel them in my stomach to this very day. I used to joke that I should buy shares in noodles because they were literally funding my degree. I did not eat anything expensive when I was at varsity. I graduated. After I had graduated with my BCom accounting, I remember that day so clearly. I even still have the dress that I wore. It was a little bit expensive. My mom, she had worked for months and months just to buy it. It was something that was amazing. I felt like finally I was going to be able to take care of my mom, of my family. I felt like I was a queen in the moment. When I returned back home, I looked at my son, whom I'll call Lwazim. He was just a baby then, about 2 years old, and I remember telling him that, my boy, the shack life is over. We are moving to the next stage. I thought that the piece of paper was my ticket to the soft life. I thought that by now I would be driving a Polo, at least living in a flat with a balcony. But life happened. Joburg, when I came to Joburg, it was different. I have sent out so many CVs such that I have lost count. I used to go to this other internet cafe near ShopRite to print them and to be charged per page, knowing that you do not have a lot of money. Do you know that even 3 rand, it is a lot of money when you do not have a single cent? I would sit there praying that the Wi-Fi does not cut out before I hit send. I have got the degree, I have got the marks, but I do not have the last name. Here in South Africa, in order for you to get a good job, it's not about how much educated you are, but it is about the people that you know. I watched people that I practically tutored when I was in varsity. They got jobs at big firms just because they had rich dads. It is a joke really what is happening in South Africa, especially when you are a graduate. It is like you don't even mean a thing at all. I have done everything. I have done receptionist job, casual retail, house cleaning, you name it. My degree, it is just there, sitting in a plastic folder underneath my mattress, getting yellow. It makes me want to cry every time when I see it. So last year, things got so bad, I could not even buy my son a loaf of bread. I had to swallow my pride. One of the girl that I went to university with, who was already working at Burger King, she then told me what she did after trying to find a job for a long time. She told me to take my CV. I took my CV and I deleted the university so that they would not think that I am too expensive. That is how I got a job at Steers. So here I am, 31 years old, an accountant by training, but I spent 10 hours a day frying chips and doing the things that some of you do not even know happens. So then that was when this guy, the Nigerian, came into the picture. His name, I will call him Emmanuel. I have been at this Steers working for about 8 months now, working at this restaurant. Then that was when this guy started coming in. He would come sometimes at around 4 p.m. and he's a nice Nigerian guy who is very friendly. He is handsome and I like the way that he smells. He has that expensive cologne that smells like $1,000,000. He comes and he always greets me. The first time when he came, he asked for my name and he wanted my phone numbers, but I did not give him on the first day. So he's always speaking to me and he can buy coffee, a burger, and he just leaves me all of these tips. First it was 100, then 200. I thought that, okay, maybe he's just a nice guy, but then it got weird and weird. One day I am clearing his table and then there is a 1,000 that he just placed there. It was just sitting there underneath the cup. I actually looked around to see if someone was filming me for a prank. You know, these days you can end up being on social media with people pranking you. 1,000, the guy was already gone. That was my groceries for the month. I tried to catch him to give it back, but he was already gone. So I split the money between me and my 2 other friends, and I used that money. The guy then came back. When he came back, he waited for me after my shift. I was coming out of the back door and I was looking like a mess. That was when I saw him. I was embarrassed because I was thinking about that money and I said, here we go. Maybe this guy, he came to collect his money. Maybe it was a prank after all. That was when we started talking and I had already told him that I studied accounting and I am an accountant by profession, just that I don't have much experience. This is where you come in and your listeners, because I need advice. The guy has been telling me that he wants me to assist him. His current bookkeeper is a useless girl. He says that he just hired that girl even though she does not even know much about bookkeeping. And I eat bookkeeping for breakfast. I told him so. He said to me, I want you to manage my books. I can give you money. He said, I can give you even up to 45K a month, and he will give me a very nice place to stay. 45K, that is what he told me. I laughed. You know why? It was like a joke to me because I make about 5K on a monthly basis. Sometimes it can even reach up to 6K. That is if I am lucky, or 7.5. It depends. So if he gives me 45K a month, that is life-changing money. He brings me gifts. He even bought for me a tablet and some expensive sneakers that my child loves a lot. My mom back home in the village knows about this guy. She is already telling everyone that her daughter found a billionaire. She thinks that this is a way of God finally remembering us, not through education, but through an in-law. But I do not know. Hey, something in my stomach just feels off. He wants me to date him, and he has been saying, please give me an answer. He also wants to take me to this private dinner so that we can just talk, because as for now, we just talk at my workplace. I avoid to get into his car because I am terrified, even though I am supposed to be happy, but I am terrified. I am falling for him a little bit, but I'm scared. I've never dated anyone outside of my tribe. Okay, this is the part where it really feels so crazy. Why I am feeling so terrified about this guy. Because I have been having this dream. That is why I ended up coming to TikTok and searching all about snakes, Satanism, and money rituals. So what happened is that I have been having these dreams, and these are the same dreams that I have been having over and over again. The same thing that I see in my dreams every time. I see myself back in the village, and I am standing outside of the family's house, and then I see that there is a guy who comes to me, and when he comes to me, he says that he wants to marry me, and I agree. But as soon as I accept this briefcase that is full of cash, because he says, I want you to take this money because you have agreed for me to marry you, therefore you deserve this money. As soon as I take it and I see that it is full of cash, then I see that there is a snake. This snake, it just fall off from the sky. And when it falls off, it starts as a small snake, then it becomes a massive python. When I try to run, then I'll see that this snake, it wraps its tail around my legs such that I am not even able to run away from it. It does not attack me, it just wraps around my legs like, I don't know how to explain it. It is a weird dream that I have been having. Then it starts to wrap me and it goes up to my waist, then my chest. I try to shout Jesus or Roma in my dreams, but I won't be able to make any sound. This snake will start to lick my face and it would lick me everywhere. And when I wake up, I always wake up and check the watch, and I'll see that the clock on my phone, it will be around 3 a.m. That is when I always have this dream, and it will be like I have finished sleeping with a man. That is what terrifies me the most. It is so real. I have to turn on the light to make sure that there is no snake in the bed. And I once told my other friend about this. She was like, you are full of drama. Don't let witches from this village stop you from being rich. She suspects that there is someone in the village who has been sending all of these bad dreams to me so that I can be afraid to date my rich Nigerian boyfriend. I need help from your listeners. I'm so scared. This guy, do you think that he is into some ukutwala stuff? I feel like maybe he is a ritualist, but at the same time, with the way that he is so kind, I don't think that he will ever do such a thing to me. I don't know, hey, Maybe I am the one who is overthinking things. Maybe he's just a rich guy who wants to help me, because as for now, he is assisting my siblings as well. He says that he wants my brother to come to Joburg. If he was a ritualist, why the hell would he want my brother to come to Joburg? Because he's saying that I want my in-law to be around so that you can see that I am into you. Do you think that he's just a normal Nigerian guy who is into me? And one thing that I like about him, he's a Christian. He goes to church. He has invited me to his church several times. He does not drink. He hates slay queens and he hates gold diggers, and he says that he just likes me because I am well educated and he needs a educated woman by his side. But I just can't shake this feeling that there is something that is wrong with this guy. Why am I even dreaming about snakes? I have never had such a dream in my entire life where I see a snake in my dream. No, never. I am done. I want to do it, but at the same time, I can't do it. I do not want to disappoint my mom because she has already told the whole village that very soon I'm going to be moving into a penthouse, which he said that he is going to rent for me. He was about to do it, but then I said, no, just wait a little bit. He was disappointed, but I did not want him to waste his money. Then I end up not going and staying at that mansion that he wanted to rent for me. Guys, I'm scared of these big houses. I've never stayed in a big house before. I am used to the environment whereby it's 2 or 3 of us sharing the same bedroom. Now imagine me and my son all alone, maybe in a 6-bedroom house. It is something that is so scary to me. I need help. He said that once I agree, he will force me to resign. It hurts, man. It hurts to be this close to a better life, then you have to run away. I'm 31 with a BCom accounting and I don't know what to do. I feel as if my gut is lying to me, even though my friend is telling me that your gut is lying to you. You will realize that this was a man that God had given to you when you are 100 years old and you are mourning poor in this village. Something looks like a blessing, but at the same time, it looks like a curse. I am so confused right now. I need real help. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our DM sister. Let us try to speak with our dear sister in the comment section. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Do you think that the boyfriend is a ritualist, the guy that wants our dear sister? You can tell us what you think in the comment section. I'll be back with another episode.